Alright, you guys, so I kind of want to share with you, my car and whatnot, not to show it off or anything, as it's not really that special of a car. I mean, it's very special to me, but, there's a lot that, that goes into cars with me. I love cars, especially Audis are my favorite car, and I'm lucky to have this car, but, here's the story behind that. I'll make it pretty quick. So around the time I was getting very, very sick and very ill, I had a Volkswagen Jetta at the time. It was bright red and I loved it. And it was totaled by a drunk driver in February. And I've lost the pictures of my car after the accident. I know I can get them back from somewhere, but I had to do some digging to find them. But I was hit from the side by a drunk driver, and he totaled my car. Luckily, I was able to walk away, and so was he and his wife, who was also in the car. I don't forgive his terrible decision to get in the car while inebriated, but he did, totaled my car. And since then, anything that goes wrong with my car, even if it's like running low on gas, like it stresses me out to the max, and I don't know why, but it definitely has to do with that accident. And so I've been having some issues, some engine trouble with my car. These 4 things that you see here, the coils, need to be replaced. As you can see here, I had a mechanic replace one for me, but I should have done this myself, because word has it, when one coil goes bad, you need to replace all 4. And that's what's in this box here, some new coils. They're actually red instead of black, but I'm sorry for all the background noise, but I don't know what my neighbors are doing. But so yeah, anyway, this is my car. It's an Audi A4 2008, and again, it's nothing really special, you guys. I got it used, and I lucked out with this car. I got a really good deal on it, but the previous owner, I would say, was not a car person, and he just got it to have a car, essentially a decent car. This isn't fully loaded or anything, but he did not take care of the car. Luckily for me, they did some detail work before I actually took it home and took care of it myself. I've had it for over a year, and I've taken really good care of it to the best of my ability. The leather's really nice, and I maintain it consistently. I'm always doing something in terms of keeping my car clean at least once a week. So it has regular wear and tear, but stuff like this whole panel on this door is coming off. Like, that's crazy. The backing of this car, of the seat, is coming off, and these are things that I'm not really sure how to fix. I feel like some really good adhesive glue will do the trick, but that's just demonstrating just one of the things that's going wrong with the car. Now I'm more worried about the drivability of the car, hence the replacement of the coils. It also has a problem with the AC. The AC doesn't work, so I've been driving around since I've gotten this car. I got it with no AC. I knew the AC didn't work, but I was really sick at the time, and the accident threw everything off, and I didn't have a lot of money, which is why I feel like I'm lucky that I was able to even get this car for the deal that I got it for. But another issue that's wrong with it is there's an engine light from not only the coils, but also from the fuel system. There's a part in the fuel line that purges the fuel into the system, and I'm not exactly sure what it does, but I need to read up on it a little bit more. But that the sensor and the device that controls that needs to be replaced as well. And then the sensors in the wheels that detect the tire pressure monitoring, those need to be replaced as well. So I won't really know if I'm running flat until it's almost too late, or I notice that the car's like sinking to one side because of a flat tire. That's just a few of the issues with this car. I'm sure there are going to be other issues that come up, but I'm really doing my best to make sure that it's just drivable. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the tread on the tires need to be replaced. You can see where, like, these lines are supposed to be complete. Like, it's supposed to be a line, but now they're just like nubs, and that's significant tire wear. And, that's just a few of the issues with this car. I'm really doing my best to make sure that it's just drivable. The tires need to be replaced. You can see where, like, these lines are supposed to be complete. Like, it's supposed to be a line, but now they're just like nubs, and that's significant tire wear. And I've, you know, kind of hydroplaned on not even wet ground, like damp road surfaces, and it can be, you know, it can be dangerous at times, but other than that, you guys, I'm just gonna, here I'll show you exactly what I'm gonna be doing. So I had to get some, these are the OEM coils, and they have them in black, but I decided, you know, might as well look pretty cool if I get the red ones. They're not any better, it's not gonna make my car go insanely fast. It's the exact same piece of equipment, just different cosmetics. It's just red. I feel like that would make at least make the engine look nice, and who knows, maybe it will make the car faster, but I'm not really that aggressive of a driver. I mean, I'm spirited, but of course I like to save gas and everything, and this car has, you know, some peppiness to it, but it's, you know, it's just a 2008 A4, and I'm insanely proud of it, and you know, I'm gonna do my best to maintain it for as long as I can, and I will run into the ground. It's got 105,000 miles on it, and you know, I just hope that it lasts me as long as it can, and hopefully by the time I run into the ground, I'll be financially stable to at least get something of a new car. But till then, I'm gonna do my best to make sure that this bad boy can keep running and get me from A to B. So we're gonna go ahead and switch these coils out, and then hopefully things will be all right. So I wanted to start filming again because one, I wanted to show you guys I have the coils removed. They're up there. I took one aside. This is what they look like. This is what they looked like, you know, after a lot of driving and whatnot. That's what they look like. So you have the old coil. Sorry, the camera's all over the place. Alright, so that's the old coil, wear and tear. This is the new one. So you can see, you know, why we're replacing these. A major difference in between the two. So we're gonna pop these bad boys in and hope that it starts up smoothly. And I wanted to reiterate, you guys, you gotta learn how to do things on your own. I love the Audi brand, the Audi Volkswagen brand, and I feel like I'm gonna stick with that brand for as long as I own a car, mainly because I love the brand, and two, it's good to know about a brand and how the cars operate. You find similarities in the engines, and that's good to know, especially when you want to learn how to fix something yourself. Like a job like what I'm doing would probably run me, at least around in my area, it's probably different for everybody else, maybe $500. Price per coil, that's what it is. That's what you're really paying for, the price per coil. I mean, you guys, even the biggest celebrities that we know, that we live amongst, they know a lot about, you know, some of the things that they have to take care of around the house. I mean, that's how they grew up, fixing things on their own. It's just that they have other people do it for them because one, they can afford it, and two, they just don't have the time to do it themselves. So I do have the time, and if I had the money, I would probably still do it myself because I'm confident that I know what I'm doing. And it's a pretty simple job, it's 20 minutes, but a little bit longer because I'm talking to you guys. But that's because I love you guys. I love you guys so much. You can kind of see the difference in between these slots too. This one's really filthy. All the other ones look pretty decent, but that one's looking a little filthy. We're gonna see if we can clean that out, get a wire brush and clean some of that crap out. So I got the wire brush. Sorry the camera strap keeps falling into frame, but here's a wire brush. It comes in a pack of 3s. You can, different stiffness and whatnot. So we're gonna see if we can kind of get in there. Doesn't seem like it's doing much, but we can move some stuff around. Yeah, see, I'm just worried that even from brushing, I'm worried that I'm gonna get some contaminants down into the spark plugs. You can kind of see the spark plugs, those little knobs there, or I don't know what to call them, but that's a spark plug. All right, so cleaned it up just a little bit. Again, I'm just gonna stop because I don't want to risk contaminating the internals of the engine. So we're gonna go ahead and pop these coils in. All right, you guys, the job is done, and I'm really proud of my work. I mean, it took like 10 minutes, but I really like the way it makes the engine look. It really gives some contrast to the engine, makes it a little bit more sportier, I think. When doing a job like this, you guys, you always want to keep the original parts, especially, well, not that one. That one has seen better days. We're gonna toss that one. But on the off chance that something decides to go wrong, you may be able to fix it on the side of the road if you're stranded. So I put the old parts in the trunk along with the tools that I used to complete the job, just to make sure. So we're gonna start it up and see if it's running okay. Fingers crossed. Well, it started right up. There's no bucking or any, jerking of the engine. I mean, before with the bad coils, it would, the engine itself, I mean, you can see the vibration. This engine vibrates a lot on its own, but you would notice a huge difference. Like the engine would be going like that. The whole engine block would be shaking, and it would shake the entire car, you guys, like on the road when I'm in traffic. So it's running just normal. It's running just fine. We're gonna let it run for a few minutes just to make sure everything is perfect, but it's already running better, and I'm really happy that I fixed this. So you guys, this is what, hold on, I flipped the camera around, so it's hard to hold this camera. I'm really proud of the work that I did, and I hope this inspires you guys to seek excellence in everything that you do, and to have a little bit of pride in, little things throughout the day. They don't have to be big things. It's not like I swapped the engine out completely and put a giant engine. It was a few minutes worth of just good effort, because I read up on all the material and I knew what I was doing. I'm very familiar with the car, and it saved me $500 in a trip to the mechanic, and also saved me time. I mean, I don't have to wait. So really, really proud of myself for this. Now let's just hope that the car itself just stays strong for as long as we can keep it, because I don't think it's going to be holding on for another year or so.